Gas pressure sensors. It's the piece of Vernier hardware that you're using this week in lab. So we're going to show you what all's included in the box. Open it up. The main thing you're going to find is gas pressure sensor. Two important things to this. There's a connector that's going to plug right into, let's look here, we've got 4 channels. It can go in any of the 4 channels. I'm going to choose channel 1. Click. Now it's in there. Right, the other side is where it's going to measure the pressure at. This little connector officially is called a lure lock, but really all you need to know is you attach stuff there and it measures the pressure. Now that I have this connected and come to the computer, I can open up Logger Pro, which hopefully is somewhere easy to find. Nope, so we'll just type it in here. There it is, Logger Pro. And when we open this up and we give it a beat, you'll notice it automatically detects the sensor and starts reading pressure. Notice the units on that pressure. They're in kilopascals. That is the default unit for pressure in the SI system. So we're going to leave it right there. It's reading pressure. Also notice it doesn't read 0, right? It doesn't read 0 because remember, it's reading the pressure at this point. This is exposed to the room. The room has 1 atmosphere of pressure, which is approximately 100 kilopascals. So that makes sense. If it doesn't read 100 kilopascals, ask somebody. Something is up with your pressure sensor. A unique thing about these there is no calibration process for these. They come pre-calibrated. That 100 is your check. So you are ready to go. And we're going to set this software up for the first part of our lab. Go to data collection. We do not want time-based data collections. I would just collect pressure readings over time. We want events with entry. And you can, when you pick that, you can say, okay, what is this going to be? We're in the first part. We are going to call this volume because we're in the first part. We are measuring pressure as a function of volume. Done. And now, things have changed just a bit. There's a collect and a keep button. That should be familiar from last week when you worked on your absorbance data. And these columns now say volume and pressure. Okay, to complete the setup for part 1, we take our gas pressure sensor. We have a syringe. Syringe should have some graduations on it. These are not horribly precise graduations. It's 1 every milliliter. You read it starting from the end of the black part of the plunger. So right now, as I look at this, if you can see it on the video, that's about 8 milliliters. If I move it down, I'm at 5. As I come back,
Where are you?
10. Right at the end of that plunger. So now I have this volume set to 10 milliliters. I can take this, connect it up. Luckily my graduations are in the back now. There we go. There's a slight twist. Do not over twist these things just until it's sort of finger tight. Now it's set 10 milliliters of volume. It's captured in here. Look here, nothing's changed. It's still at 1 atmosphere of pressure. If I start to collect, click. Just like last week, little dot appears. It's waiting for me to say something. I'm ready to take a data point. Click keep. What's the volume? It's 10 milliliters. What should my significant figures on this be? Let's see. Graduated to every 1 milliliter. So I can approximate 1 more decimal place. I think Dr. Cutler refers to that as the squint. I'm going to say 10.1. And then, okay. Just gave me a data point. Let's change the volume and see what happens. Going down. 5 milliliters. Look at our pressure now. It's very different. If I let that go, stay on the pressure, pressure drops. If I pull it back, now I'm at 15, almost. Somewhere in here is 15. Even lower. So as you adjust the pressure, adjust the volume, the pressure should change. And then when you get it to some place where you need to take your next measurement, I can do this with one hand. Hold it steady, keep, and we've got I have 2 data points. Keep going until you collect all your data points. When you're all done, hit stop. There you go. That's part 1.